It is crazy making, and it must stop. And there are some practical things we believe that can be done to do that.
It's not just them, the same group, the Larry Finks, the BlackRocks, all of them. That group has also been funding the undermining of America domestically.
Yes.
They've been holding us to high standards that really are impossible in some ways on the environment. They've been pushing social justice, critical race theory. They've been forcing this gender quota agenda, including LGBTQ issues, on American companies, and they're doing it with the force of government now, and that's something else President Trump stopped. The Labor Department had stopped that nonsense, and now the Biden administration's picking it up and running with it again.
And the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Another reason to be mad as hell is that they are hampering our economy at the same time that they're not holding anyone in China to that standard.
If it were just hampering, it'd be one thing. They're actually taking it down. Yeah. And again, it goes to the energy sector, for example, another wrecking operation. You asked me earlier about enemies within, and I didn't get to that point. There was such a long list of enemies on the outside. But we ought to take note of the fact that we have Marxists in this country, and they're doing business under a whole lot of brands. They're progressives, they're leftists, they're liberals, they're communists.
Some self-admitted.
Some self-professed, like the leaders of Black Lives Matter, by the way. Some of them are doing business under banners like Black Lives Matter or Antifa. Some of them are democratic socialists. Some of them are Liberation Road and Freedom Road Socialist Organization. These are, in most cases, though, if not in every case, creatures of the so-called United Front Work Department of the Chinese Communist Party. Those ties are unmistakable and are adding to the danger. But you're right, you look at the Green New Deal activists, the social justice warriors, the critical race theorists, and it goes on and on. They share in common this overarching objective of, well, Barack Obama put a fancy term on it. He called it fundamentally transforming America. That means fundamentally destroying it and making it over in the form of either a Chinese communist enterprise or at least one submissive to it. So here's a couple of quick ideas as to what we can do as part of a Mad as Hell campaign. One is we have a very short, very easy directive that can be sent to people like you used to be, your financial manager, and say, I don't want my money in China. Fix it, or I'm going to take my business elsewhere.
Great.
You have spawned a fantastically important initiative that can help those financial managers understand how to do that. At no loss in terms of value to their customers, but ideally to invest patriotically instead of in our enemies.
I think it's value added. The customer's going to prefer it.
100%. We think that another way to do this is to have federal government, ideally, or at least states, designate or declare the Chinese Communist Party to be what it is, a transnational criminal organization. That means that everybody, whether it's in the financial sector or whether it's in the business sector more generally, who is doing business with them, risks being identified as an accomplice.
Serious fiduciary risk.
It is a
shareholders, board directors, everybody.
Be known. Exactly right. Another idea which is still in sort of the works, but I think has real promise, is a suit, a class action lawsuit against people who are investing our monies in companies they do not know are fiduciarily sound. That is a way that can immediately chill the appetite for doing this kind of thing. And there are several others, but the point is, we can take this back from those who are now using our money to endanger our country.